Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is tracyamande. What's good? What's Gucci? It's your quiet luxury auntie here. You feeling my style? Okay, today's video is going to be how to plan a trip. I'm giving you realistic step by step, holding your hands, guys, taking you on this journey on how to plan a trip. Now a lot of people have anxieties. You don't know what to do. You're just like rambling. What am I gonna do? I have a trip to go for. I'm so stressed. I'm so exhausted. This is for my girlies and guys that feel exhausted. You have a trip coming. I want to give you digestible points on how to plan those trips so that you can start to enjoy the process as much as you would enjoy the trip in question. If you want to learn some of these nits and bits, keep on watching. Budget. I know it is difficult. I do not like numbers. It's my least favorite part. I do not like budgeting, but you have to budget. So budgeting keeps you on track, kind of keeps your eye on the ball. You don't go over what you're supposed to spend on a trip. You kind of stick to your budget. Number 2, create an itinerary. I know this might sound like work. In the long run, it saves you a lot of work. So do the work now so that you don't get to do the work in the future. So one thing about life is work just gets accumulated. It doesn't really disappear. So you can postpone it all you can, but you might never be able to not do it. So you might as well just do the itinerary because you would still need it. It will save you time and money maybe. So when you do your itinerary, it helps you sort of manage your time and also guides you with your finances. Remember, you have a budget already. So what this itinerary does is it makes you plan restaurants that are under your budget. It helps you manage your finances. Remember, you have to have a budget. Now, if you don't have a budget and you went on a trip, you're going to spend recklessly. However, if you add an itinerary that is within your budget, then you are able to, manage your finances even better because you're not going to be moving on impulse or vibes. You have a plan. You have a goal. You have a destination. And sometimes when you have an itinerary, it might also help influence your style, like your fashion wardrobe, meaning that it also saves you money from perhaps going to impulse shop for new items that you may already have that fit into your itinerary. Does that make sense? Keep your trips short and sweet. I repeat, gone are the days where we used to travel for a month, 2 months, go and stay with Auntie Kemi, Auntie Jezebel, Auntie Didida for 100 years, plain housewife or house girl for them. Now you're a big boy, you're a big girl. Go on these trips, keep it short and sweet. Sometimes when people have bigger trips, they tend to think they have all the time in the world. In essence, they don't get to do a lot of things because they'd be like, there's no discipline. When they were supposed to do something on Monday, they're like, oh, I'm here for another 25 days. Don't worry, I'll do it eventually. Eventually, you'll find yourself at the airport, going back to your destination, doing absolutely nothing. So it would be wise for you to keep your trips short because it keeps you disciplined. When you only have 4 days in Paris, you will use that 4 days like it's your last 4 days on earth. Also, remember that the longer you stay somewhere, the longer you're more inclined to spend more money. So quicker you can get out of there, the quicker you are able to save yourself that stress. When you're planning a trip, remember you're the center of your own universe. Don't be making plans around other people's plans because you see humans, they're very fickle. They can disappoint you. They can turn your white to pink. Make sure that you are your priority. Remember, this is a guide on how to plan your trip. I did not say it's a guide on how to plan your mother's trip, your sister's trip, your boyfriend's trip. This is a guide to plan your trip, meaning that you are the primary candidate here. You are the primary client here. So ensure that you're putting yourself at the center of your planning. So make sure that your plans are unshakable. They surround you, they revolve around you. Let's say, for example, you go to Switzerland and you have a bunch of friends there. Make your plans around you. When people connect with you, you can tell them what that day's plan is, and then they can come and join you if it's convenient. Don't try to change your plans around theirs, because when you do that, you are exposing yourself to potential disappointment. Because at the end of the day, people also have their own lives to live. They might tell you that, I would like to see you on Wednesday when you come to Switzerland, but something might come up. They are adults. We live in a world where nothing is certain. So they are responsible for their own time and how they choose to use it. So don't go and be carrying it on your head like, oh, I'm supposed to see this person on Wednesday. Imagine they canceled on me. Are you an adult? Why did you cancel your plan to accommodate them? You have to be mature. You have to set your boundaries, and you have to make sure that you have your plan rock solid. Whenever they are ready to come and join you, they will come and join you. If it's not convenient to them for personal reasons, then it is all good. You're not going to find yourself arguing or fighting with them because you are rock solid. You did not move and shake your boundaries. So just respect people's time and respect that they also have things going on for them, and plans can change. Just ensure that you protect yourself in case those plans change. You are covered. Don't go and cancel your tourism reservation because your friends said they want to catch up with you. They will catch up with you when they catch up with you. You know? Just put yourself first at the center of your planning of a trip. You are the primary client here. Protect yourself. Just to add to that, so when you go on a vacation, you are the center of your own universe. Vacations are not about sentiments. They're about intentionalities. Make sure that you're very intentional about the things you want to experience, the feelings you want to experience. Don't let other people's change of plans affect that mood. You always have to protect your vacation experience because you sometimes might be only able to visit a place once in a lifetime, and you want to make sure you have the most of it. Be open to try new things. Please don't be like our parents. Back in the day, they would just go and stay with Auntie Kemi, Auntie Shola. They will sit down there, eat amala, eat Nigerian food. That's about that. Explore. There is beautiful culture, arts, different food, as best as you can. Me, I know my boundaries. I cannot try certain types of food. That's fine. Do you? But also open up, to a certain degree. Be ready to accept different cultures. After all, you are in these beautiful new countries. Be ready to look at their styles, their arts, their food, their music. Just absorb those things because those are experiences that you collected throughout your trip. Also, what is all of this planned without a travel checklist? So before you travel, there's a lot of anxiety about packing for your trip. Make sure you have your checklist. And for example, this checklist might consist of, my charger, your iPad, your makeup. Just, make a notepad, or anyhow you work. If you work with your mental notes, if you work with a paper notepad, if you work with electronic notepad, just make sure you write down your travel checklist. This is going to help you pack well and not forget one thing. Point blank, period. So at the end of the day, if you go on this trip and you followed everything I said on the list, but you forget your travel checklist to check them well to ensure that you did not miss on anything like your passport, all of those things, etc., you are doomed. The whole planning I just taught you just went to trash and went to waste. So just make sure that you're sticking to your travel checklist. For those of you that are quite forgetful, even if you aren't, I am not forgetful, but I still have my checklist because you cannot go wrong with a checklist. Also, when you go on trips, This is just a side note. If you are an early riser, you are good to go. Like, you are really good to go, because you will really get your 24 hours out of the day. Now, if you're a late riser, maybe you're more of a leisure vacationer. But early risers, I noticed that they do enjoy a lot more, because, they get the day going, they meditate, they go for gym, they go for breakfast, they get the sunrise, the sunset, nice pictures. I don't know. I just feel like for people that enjoy traveling, being an early riser is like the way to go. But this is not for everybody. So this point for me is just a bonus point, Anyways, if I've been able to teach you one or two things from this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next one. Until then, love you guys so much. Bye-bye. Mwah. Another bonus point for my single ladies. Make sure you go on solo dates when you go on your trip, because if you are looking for a husband, baby, you're not going to be finding that husband with your 7 pieces of girlfriends, because you're always going to run for his dear life. No man is about to get intimidated by 6 beautiful ladies, okay? So make sure you carry your legs and you go for the single trip, because that's where you meet your single date. Make sure you carry your legs and you go on solo dates while you are on your trip, because that's where you meet your hobby, okay? Don't take this point seriously.